Namaskar and hello, welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. And in this video, I'm doing the derivative analysis of today, Tuesday, March the 28th, based on the open interest of all participants. तो आइए शुरू करते हैं कि क्या किया आज सबने। बहुत ही डल डे था आज, कुछ ज्यादा मूवमेंट नहीं। कल रात को सिंगापुर देख के ग्लोबल क्यूज देखने के बाद भी यहाँ मार्केट में कुछ नहीं किया। एकदम माना डल डे, एज इफ सब पहले ही छुट्टी में चले गए थे, या तो किसी को आज ट्रेड ही नहीं करना है, ऐसा लग रहा था आज पूरा दिन मार्केट में। एक्सट्रीमली डल डे, नो, नॉट मच मूवमेंट हियर एंड देयर। यस, स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक हैमरिंग वाज हैपनिंग राइट थ्रू आउट द डे ड्यू टू वेरियस रीजंस एंड ऑल दैट। सो शुरू करते हैं कि आज निफ्टी में फ्यूचर्स में क्या हुआ आज हमारे इंडेक्स फ्यूचर्स में। सो हियर वी कैन सी द एफआईआईज आर बैक with some shorts. So what they covered yesterday, technically that was a 20 odd thousand cover. From that point, it's only 7,000, but yes, they're back to shorting. What I've been saying that we need at least 2 days of follow through to happen of covering or longs. Then we would say yes, that the FIIs are looking at some kind of a bottom, but this doesn't look like that. They are again short. और यहाँ उन्होंने थोड़े लॉन्ग अनवाइंडिंग भी किए हैं, जो उन्होंने जो नए सीरीज में नहीं ऐड किया, या कल ऐड कर चुके होंगे यार, आज उन्होंने यहाँ स्क्वायर किया है उस क्वांटिटी को, उस हिसाब से। सो उनका अभी भी शॉर्ट खरा ही है। Domestic institutions, this is a large quantity of shorts from them, but please remember the domestic institution shorting is a pure hedge against their longs in cash. They are, again, I'll repeat, I've said it in the past videos also, domestic institutions cannot have a naked derivative exposure, long or short. It's always a pure hedge against their existing cash positions, whether it is short term, medium term, long term in cash, buy, whatever they do, they can only do it on that basis. So याद रखिएगा, डोमेस्टिक इंस्टीट्यूशन सिर्फ हेज करते हैं अपना पोजीशन को। तो उनका ये जो हेज है इधर, ये दो पर्पस हो सकता है। एक कि उनको लगता है कि अब मार्केट शायद गिर सकता है, और उनके प्रोटेक्ट, उनको अपने कैश सेगमेंट स्टॉक जिसमें डेरिवेटिव नहीं है, या जो पोजीशंस है जो उनको शॉर्ट करने लायक लगते हैं, तो उसको प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हैं इधर में। उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से उनका ये ट्रेड ऐसा हो सकता है। Some of them have also bought, but the ratio is pretty bad. It's for every one long, 11 short today. So if you go to see the past history of domestic institutions in the derivative segment, especially in index futures, they are usually negative in an uptrend. You will always see them short in the index futures because they hold tremendous stocks in cash long. But due to this decline from 18,900 onwards, where the FIIs were heavy sellers, the prop desk was a seller, so someone had to take the brunt apart from the clients. So that's why we were seeing a lot of buying happening from domestic institutions right throughout the month of February and March from their side. Otherwise, normally domestic institutions are net sellers in index futures, if we go by the past history. Now let's see what the prop desk has done today. आज फिर उन्होंने अपने शॉर्ट्स कवर किए इधर में, और यहाँ पर लॉन्ग्स अनवाइंडिंग भी हुए उनके। उनका एक्सपोजर अभी भी नेट शॉर्ट है, बट slightly less to figure out here. Clients had a absolute unwinding day, long unwinding, short covering. So these clients have not rolled over into April futures, or maybe they did it yesterday and today they are squaring off the March ones. But it looks more likely that they squared off today. They might do the reversals, the trades tomorrow, because mostly clients, especially the ones who are long, mostly must be having a cost which is slightly higher. So margin pressure and etc., and etc., could have been a reason of first unwinding happening today out here, or maybe some of them have given up with the idea that market और ऊपर जाएगा कि नहीं जाएगा। भी बहुत डल मार्केट है कुछ दिनों से। इनफैक्ट लास्ट 2 weeks इज absolutely horribly non-trending market here. So जिसको हम बोलते हैं calm before a storm, वैसा सिनेरियो लग रहा है कि you know 2 weeks of market going like this, completely sideways, not doing much. Now the next direction is going to be the big one. Which side? वो हमको बाद में पता चलेगा जब ब्रेकआउट या ब्रेकडाउन आएगा, तब तक हमको खाली रूल्स फॉलो करने हैं. Now coming back to the call and put of the option data, before that, today we can see there were net here, seller here. So more sellers in Nifty than in Bank Nifty, to double the quantity. But then also their exposure also looks like that basis. They are more inclined towards Nifty, it appears so out here in the index futures. Now in the index calls and puts, there is a not a much of a change in the ratio from FIIs. ये पहले 1.1.6 था, अब 1.1.55 हुआ है. So बहुत ही negligible change आया है उनके तरफ से इधर में. But एक बहुत interesting point आज आई है बाहर, and that is this. You can see a large quantity of put shorting by the FIIs done out here. So which is a good, in a short-term perspective, we can say this is a good sign that they have done this. So could also mean, like I've said it in the past, that FIIs tend to do calendar spreads, that they go long in the monthly expiries and short in the weekly expiries. So what could possibly happening out here is that on the 6th April or the 13th April expiry, they've added shorts and they are holding the 27th April expiry longs out here. So could be one of those reasons also, because that's the tendency with which FIIs tend to trade. Prop desk, very marginal change in long options out there. The prop desk, now this is something which is again a rarity happening out here, that both the prop desk and the clients are expecting a very range bound expiry. They don't, both of them are not expecting too much movement happening even tomorrow. They expect the expiry to go as it has been this full week, from Friday, Monday, Tuesday, nothing happening. They're expecting again nothing much to happen tomorrow. That too, when it is a monthly settlement expiry and the last one of the financial year. They still expect. So the only marginal difference between both of them is that the prop desk thinks that the upside is definitely not happening. There could be some downside, but not too much. While the clients are thinking the opposite, they think there is no question of downside and there could be a little bit of upside happening. That's the only difference of probably 50 points here, there from their side. Both of them are looking at a flat, कुछ नहीं हो वैसा एक्सपायरी, आज जैसा डल दिन था, कल जैसे डे था, फ्राइडे जैसा था, एक्सेप्ट फॉर 1 घंटा इधर उधर कुछ नहीं हो रहा था मार्केट में. उनकी भी वही राय है कि मार्केट कुछ नहीं करेगा, वो ऐसे ही रहेगा, खाली 50 पॉइंट इधर उधर. आप कह सकते हो कि प्रॉप डेस्क को लग रहा है कि शायद 16,850 या 16,900 टच कर सकता है, बट क्लाइंट्स को लगता है शायद 17,100-200 टच कर सकता है. बस उतना ही डिफरेंस है दोनों की राय में इस समय, ऐसा लग रहा है स्क्रीन को देख के. FII साइड टोटली न्यूट्रल चल रहा है. पुट मंथली लॉन्ग्स, वीकली शॉर्ट, okay, to reduce their cost. Stock futures, again some long unwinding and some short covering, but overall not too much to do from their side at all today. Like I said, a very dull day. Domestic institutions, lot of shorts squared off from them today. So probably the weight that we are seeing, which happened out here of index shorting instead of stock shorting from the FIIs, has taken place. So there's just a movement of hedge happening from stock futures to index futures from their side. Prop desk, only unwinding and squaring off happening today. Nothing much from their side also. Same thing from the clients. So a lot of long futures in stocks unwinded by clients today. Some short covering also took place, but not that much. So gets their overall figure slightly down from what they usually are. In the stock and call puts, we can see that there is not too much of action, more of unwinding from the FII side. monthly expiry, monthly settling happening out there. Same with the domestic institutions. Large quantity of prop calls have, the ones which are short, have been squared out here. While from clients, we can see large quantity of calls long expired, large quantity of call shorts covered. Same with the put side. So no fresh addition into April happening. More of squaring up happening from all of them on this side of the fence. In the options in the FII side, we could see only selling, only selling. That's primarily because of uh, this large quantity out here that we see, which took place from them. Today was Fin Nifty expiry. So many contracts have expired to zero out there from their side. For tomorrow, the support in Nifty is again at 16,875 और उसके नीचे अगर और चला जाता है तो वो जो मच अवेटेड गैप लेवल जो मैंने पहले भी मेंशन किया 16,650 है. अपसाइड रेजिस्टेंस 17,025 फर्स्ट रेजिस्टेंस है. आफ्टर दैट नेक्स्ट वन है 17,100 17,100. For Bank Nifty, it is 39,750 and above that 4,200. Support coming in at 38,900 and below that at 38,500. Will we see a very strong day, trending day tomorrow? Or will we see a very muted expiry? Nothing much happening like it has been in all these, the last few trading sessions. Very difficult to predict such a move on happening. But if the first level breaks in the first hour, please keep this in mind. If the first level that is on the upside 17,025 or on the downside 16,875 is broken on either side and the market sustains beyond that zone after the first hour also, it breaks and continues to trend beyond that zone, then we can talk about a very one-way move coming. It could run to 17,100 or more, or it could go down all the way to 16,650. Keep this level in mind. दोनों साइड का लेवल याद रख लीजिए. पेनेट्रेशन अगर उसके बियॉन्ड आएगी तो ही हमको कल एक बहुत शार्प कैंडल्स दिखेंगे, पर उसके लिए पहला 1 घंटा उसके ऊपर सस्टेन करना चाहिए, तब जाके एक अच्छा मूवमेंट आएगा. अगर 1 घंटे के बाद भी अगर कभी होता है तो एटलीस्ट आप उस कैंडल को आधा घंटा या उसके ऊपर सस्टेन होने दीजिए उस लेवल्स के बियॉन्ड, तभी आपको उस टाइप की मूवमेंट आएगी. और अगर इफ यू सी एनीथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट हैपनिंग, अगर आपको ऐसा कुछ दिख रहा है फर्स्ट आवर में होते हुए, तो बी वेरी केयरफुल with your out of the money call put sold on that direction side. So if you have a strangle sold or if you have a straddle which is going on at say 16,950 or 17,000 above, especially 16,950 straddle short holders. So either side that breach happening, be very careful. The move can be very sharp and it is going to hurt if that happens. So keep that these two levels in mind for tomorrow. With that, I end this video. Have a great expiry, everyone, and enjoy the market and play safe, trade safe. Bye bye.